What's up, everybody? This your boy Dennis Smith, and before we start this video, could you do me one favor and hit that subscribe button on the screen? It will really help a brother out. Appreciate it. Welcome. She-Hulk episode 3, The People versus Emil Blonsky. Let's get into it. Dun, 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 dun.
Sorcerer Supreme of the Mystic Arts, and his name is
Wong, just Wong, and his internet presence is a little chaotic. He's either a sorcerer who lives in New York or a librarian who lives in Nepal. Can you get to him?
Yes, Jen, it's me. Of course I can get to him.
The Wong Cinematic Universe is strong, alive and well.
Telling the truth. I know you can't wait to see Wong. I get it. I just want to make sure that you don't think this is one of those cameo every week type of shows.
But we do.
Well, except Bruce.
Yep.
And Blonsky.
Yep.
And Wong.
And Wong.
Just remember whose show this actually is.
Okay. And Daredevil. And some more rumors, maybe.
Internet está hablando de She-Hulk. En la última hora, el hashtag The Big Green Woman, la gran mujer verde, se ha convertido en tendencia mundial.
Sound like my barbershop in New York, bro. Sound like my barbershop in New York. Ooh.
I'm just saying, make your own. I know that job, but I'd smash.
Oh, nah. Damn, they just played it the whole culture like that. Sheesh.
Have you seen this in Canada?
The girlfriend in question is a shape-shifting light elf from New Asgard.
Wow, Dennis.
Well, to be fair, I thought I was dating Megan the Stallion.
Sorry, what? Sorry, you thought you were dating...
I just want this. I'm not erasing everyone's memories, not again.
That's not what I was thinking. That's highly...
Not again.
And it's also very messy, believe me. Okay. We'll send him to the mirror dimension.
I don't know what that is, but no.
Shadow dimension?
What you can do to help is show up at the hearing and...
About 50,000.
More.
100.
More.
200.
More.
100,000. I am not a fool. I'd like to start by saying that I feel great remorse, great shame for those that I've harmed. So to answer your question, yes, I feel I have been rehabilitated. I've spent every day of my incarceration focused solely on redemption. I have changed emotionally, physically, metaphysically, spiritually, karmically, cosmically, interdimensionally,
etc. What Mr. Blonsky is trying to say is that the man you see...
Your Honor, but Asgard is not a place. It is a people. Therefore,
Thor's inspirational speeches are not admissible in court. Your Honor, this case
Wait. Pause that. How they know about that? How does the public, bro? I swear to God, the MCU is streaming the MCU. It's gotta be. That's the only explanation. How do you explain that? How do they know what Thor has said? How do they know Thor's inspirational speech? How do they know that? Because like, when did he say that? Was that in Ragnarok that he said that? How do they know? Because I know Ant-Man has the podcast, but like nothing. But Ant-Man wasn't around for that, so he wouldn't really know. How does the public just know this stuff? They gotta be streaming the MCU, man. The MCU is streaming the MCU. Has to be. They watching everything we watching. It's something like that. There's a light elf out and about in LA, huh?
In regard to Mr. Blonsky vacating his cell, I gave him no choice.
He seems calm though. Are they overreacting?
as you can see, I'm in full control.
That's enough! Change back now!
Alright, y'all overreacting. They overreacting. They done seen a Hulk. She's a She-Hulk.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Light
I beg
elves and everything.
you to forgive Mr. Blonsky's enthusiasm. He didn't intend to frighten anyone. And please, get this man some clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And
Let's get this man a shield.
Just one. The Sorcerer Supreme, Master of the Mystic Arts, leader and former librarian of Kanatage.
Yeah.
You realize that you've just admitted to facilitating a prisoner escape, which is a crime. I must depart.
I must depart. Wong does not play by your rules.
How is Jen our best option? I gave you a whole list of my boys. Jen is gonna
My boys.
Trust me.
Miss Walters, how would you describe your relationship to Mr. Bukowski?
He nicknamed his office the Dentisphere.
Objection.
The Dentisphere.
Relevant.
Yo, this is the Dentisphere from now on.
Representing yourself here.
This is absolutely the Dentisphere.
But I agree. Mr. Pugliese,
I like
get
that.
to your point.
Absolutely believe that he's dating the real Megan Thee Stallion because he is truly that delusional.
Damn.
No further questions, Your Honor.
He's hurt.
In the case of Bukowski,
He hurt.
That's right. There's only one Megan Thee Stallion.
Ah, she showed up.
Hey, do you guys think I have a shot with the real Megan Thee Stallion? Should I go back? No.
Oh, hell.
Did you get it? No. Once you turned into She-Hulk, I couldn't pierce that nasty green skin. Damn it. Boss is gonna be mad.
Boss is gonna be mad. Who y'all talking about? Who y'all talking about?
Woke up this morning.
Oh boy. Oh nah.
Way more fun than my last lawyer. I will kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion. Dial it back.
Dial it back. Alright, don't hit me with a copyright, Megan. Chill, 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 chill. It ain't wildin' for that. Wildin' for that. What is good, everybody? What is good? Just got done watching She-Hulk episode 3. And I'm sure, they was brainstorming in the room like, hey, let's get She-Hulk and Megan Thee Stallion to twerk. Let's get them to get down in the office. I don't mind the post-credit scene. It's fine. It's fun. Just whatever. I think people that had already seen the first 4 episodes, talking about like break the internet or whatever. I think they kind of overhyped it a little bit. But it is what it is. I don't really have any thoughts about it really. It was cool. It's fun. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm lying. The only thing I would say is like it kind of does fit the whole She-Hulk vibe. I like that. It kind of embraces that. She-Hulk is a bit of a ridiculous character, and it's fully aware of it. So like, She-Hulk twerking, a CGI She-Hulk twerking with Megan Thee Stallion is just like as ridiculous as it gets, and I think that's kind of what they were going for. So I would say it kind of fits what they were going for. As far as the episode itself, again, just like having fun in the MCU, just hanging out in the MCU with She-Hulk. Loving the MCU references that are in every episode. It is the Wong Cinematic Universe. The Wong Cinematic Universe is alive and well, very strong right now. Tim Roth as Emil Blonsky, he's awesome in it as well. I love that he's just like chilling. He's like laid back the whole time. He's slouched over, chilling. Like he has like no care in the world. He's no worries at all. But he's doing super well in the show. I wonder where we will see him next. Thunderbolts is coming. He's supposed to be a part of it. He may be a part of it, but he's a free man though, so it's gonna be interesting to see who approaches him to do the Thunderbolts. Probably Val, but we'll see what happens next with him. I enjoyed that this episode was kind of like the lawyer episode. They had 2 trials going at the same time. Then they kind of connected them, which was pretty cool. Apparently there will be more Wong coming, because first of all, people that have watched the first 4 episodes have already confirmed that Wong will be in more episodes. But he also didn't say that line or like that part in the trailer where he's questioning Jennifer Walters about like the Book of Ashanti. And she's like, nah, the Book of Law. That part hasn't happened yet. So we will see more Wong. We will see more Wong. Definitely the show hits on that LA vibe, I believe, with like the news and the reporters and stuff like that. I kind of like that. Is there any other superheroes out there in LA? I don't really think so. So right now it's like just She-Hulk that's like the only like LA based superhero. Everything that we know of has been part of either NYC or like New Jersey or way out there somewhere like in Egypt with Moon Knight and stuff like that. So it's kind of a nice change of scenery, nice change of pace to have it in LA. And it's like the MCU people in LA just seem very okay with like all the MCU weirdness that's out there. Like there's light elves, a She-Hulk is there, Abomination is there. So like they just seem very like laid back about it. I guess that's their vibe, the laid back LA vibe. So yeah, they're pretty cool with it, because I can't imagine like She-Hulk in the NYC right now with everything they've been through, and just probably not so fond of having one of those there. So yeah, I love that in the beginning or towards the beginning of the show they kind of make fun of the culture, with how people would react to there being a She-Hulk or a female superhero at that. So stuff like the fake comments that people were saying. What were they saying? The like, oh yeah, the no more female superhero please, and gets like tons of thousands of likes. And the why everything got to be female now kind of thing. It's just funny because people like that's happening in the real life, in the real world. And this is Marvel acknowledging like, okay, this is how people are going to react to She-Hulk. And it's like She-Hulk knew that this would be the talk around this show, especially after episode 1, where like she goes off about how it is being a woman and just being in control all the time. So they knew it was coming, and they kind of played that off, which was pretty funny to me. So at the end there was supposedly Wrecking Crew. So who do we think their boss is? Because they mentioned a boss. I know Wrecking Crew fans are kind of hurt right now because that wasn't the greatest representation of the Wrecking Crew. They were kind of silly and very easy to deal with. It was not a challenge at all. And I wonder why they made that decision, because I know Marvel's kind of, or the MCU, they make those decisions sometimes where like they'll just downplay certain characters or certain things. In this case the Wrecking Crew, because like if their boss is Kingpin, like if their boss is Kingpin, that you kind of doing him a disservice with making him as weak as you did. And like it's hard to even kind of seeing the Kingpin like associate with people like that, because in the comics I believe the Wrecking Crew is kind of like, they're like hard asses. So it's an interesting decision that they made there. But I don't really understand why. I don't understand why they wouldn't just make them kind of what they were in the comics. But even if it isn't the Kingpin that's their boss, like they doing the boss kind of a disservice, with the way they are. We know Daredevil is in this show, so like, I mean, we know that for sure. And we know Daredevil and Kingpin are kind of a match, so it could be Kingpin, could be somebody else, but with Daredevil being in the show, it does make sense. I think overall, like, She-Hulk is in a very interesting spot because like the show, it embraces the fun and lighthearted side of the MCU, and like it's really going for that vibe, and as it's supposed to. The placement of this show could be hurting it as well, coming off the backs of like Thor and Miss Marvel, and then now this, the MCU has been, you know, very unserious as of late. Not in a bad way, but it's been very like lighthearted and very unserious. So I kind of wish there was more like serious vibes in between all these shows and movies that have this kind of style. But I'm not too bothered by it, because in a couple months from now we will be getting the heavy Wakanda Forever movie, which, you know, I cannot wait for, to top off phase 4. However, I do think, you know, Disney Plus kind of needs a show like the Marvel Netflix shows in a way. Like, you know, honestly, you know, there hasn't been one, and I think, you know, one that fits the Marvel Netflix vibe would be kind of big for them right now, and something they should go for, honestly. I mean, there's a reason why those characters are starting to bleed over into the MCU, because those shows were done super well, and they carry weight. So like Loki and WandaVision carry weight in the MCU and the shows that they've done, but it was in a different way, because they had MCU importance. The Netflix shows, they carry weight because they were just damn good. You were watching superheroes, but like it felt really grounded and it felt very real, and the stakes were really high. So those shows just had a different tone to it, and it felt very serious. So again, like, you know, I've said this in other videos, but like early on in that Daredevil Netflix show, like Kingpin bashes a dude's head with a car door, like clean off. He bashes it off basically. And then even with like Jessica Jones, you know, Kilgrave, he was mind controlling people to their deaths. And then I know there was a part in that show where I don't know if the dude was mind controlled, but he was so scared out of his mind, he like literally impaled his own face on a spike, like ending his life, right? And it was like damn, like there was just no time for any kind of jokes. But then again, I have to remind myself to look at these things sort of as like their own comic runs. So like imagine the Netflix shows as its own comic run by a different artist with a different tone in mind in that world. And then the MCU is a different comic run with, you know, a totally different style and tone for its world. So you know, but I do think Disney Plus would benefit from a show that played similar to one of the Marvel Netflix shows, because these shows, like especially She-Hulk right now, like it's not like it's must see TV, you know. Like I'm watching, I'm having fun with it, I think they're cool episodes, I enjoy them, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel super like must see TV, like I need to be on the edge of my seat kind of thing. You know, as like another show that's going on right now with the Game of Thrones House of the Dragons, Sunday at 9 I'm tuning in, and I'm on the edge of my seat, like, because it's just a damn good show, and it's captivating. It kind of has that like magic, and the MCU Disney Plus shows just don't really carry that same thing. Which, you know, again, like I don't know if they're going for that, or if they just kind of want it to be super light and not too serious. So like just managing your expectations with these shows is one thing you definitely have to do. Yeah, got off track a little bit, but I think She-Hulk is great. You know, I just think the placement of where it is just kind of isn't helping it. People, including myself, like I thought Thor was a bit too much. You know, Miss Marvel was fun and lighthearted, and then now you're giving us a show that fully embraces being funny and lighthearted, and as it should be, because that's what it's supposed to be. So, you know, it just kind of sucks, like during a time where people are kind of hating on the MCU and criticizing MCU for being like too jokey or whatnot, that we're getting a show that's supposed to be kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I think the placement kind of hurts it. So those are kind of my thoughts with the show right now and where She-Hulk is within the MCU. I enjoy the show, and you know, I'm excited to see the rest. I love the fourth wall breaking, talking about the cameos. I thought that was funny. Like, you know, don't forget whose show this actually is, which is probably foreshadowing because we'll probably get a cameo in every episode. I'm guessing we have Daredevil coming. We have I know Titania is gonna be back. Maybe Hulk's gonna be back. We know Wong is being in the next episode. He's gonna be in the next episode. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of a clever little fourth wall break. Also, at the end, I don't know if you noticed, but you know, when Disney Plus at the end of shows, it does the because you watch She-Hulk Attorney at Law, and it places a different thing there, a different show or a movie. So after the credits pop up, the Fantastic Four movie pops up as like a because you watch She-Hulk, this is what, you know, you should watch next, which I feel like is super interesting timing because of all the talk. Like, it was like all week last week, it was the fan casting of the Fantastic Four, Reed Richards, who's gonna play Reed Richards, and Sue. So I thought the timing was pretty interesting. You know, we've also heard the rumors of Ben Grimm possibly being in this show. We don't know for sure, it's just a rumor, but is that possibly a hint or foreshadowing? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm enjoying She-Hulk. Can't wait for the rest of the show. Can't wait to see Daredevil, of course. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button as well, and let me know what you guys think. You know, hit me up. We're on at the alt time on social medias, and then check out the website as well, thealternatetime.com, and hit me up if you want to get a article published on the website, something you can be proud of that you published out there into the world, talking about something nerdy that we all love. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.